Have you ever wondered why he pulls away, disappears, moves on like you never mattered, and then somehow always comes back? He walks out like he's done, like he's sure, like he's found peace without you. But before long, there he is again, back in your messages, liking your photos, trying to reopen the door he once shut. It's confusing, it hurts, and it makes you question everything. Did he miss you? Does he love you? Or is this just another game? The truth. A man does not keep coming back to what he doesn't feel deeply connected to, and yet he also doesn't return to what he fully respects. Strange, isn't it? But this is what many women never hear. Sometimes he doesn't come back because he truly values you. Sometimes he returns because he thought you would always be available, safe, familiar. He left because he thought he could. He comes back because he didn't expect you to grow in his absence. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And that's exactly what happens when a man pulls away. You imagine he has found someone better. You imagine you weren't enough. You imagine that maybe, just maybe, he forgot you. But the reality? You were unforgettable. That's why he keeps circling back. Think of a flame. When someone stands too close, they get warm. They may even take it for granted. But when they walk away and the cold hits, suddenly they remember that fire. They miss the warmth. They want it again. Not because they earned it, but because they lost it. You were that fire. You gave comfort, light, love. He felt it. He remembers it, and he wants to feel it again. But what he doesn't realize yet is that fire doesn't wait. And flames don't burn forever for those who walk away. You are not just a woman he misses. You are a woman rising. You are more than his pattern, more than his comfort zone, more than his second chance. You are not waiting at the same door he left through. Because now, you're learning how to live like the woman you were always meant to be. And when a woman steps into her worth, she no longer begs to be seen. She becomes unforgettable. She becomes untouchable. She becomes a queen. And queens do not chase. Queens reign. If this message touched something deep inside you, if it reminded you of your strength, your beauty, your worth, then show your love by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. We are working with heart and soul to bring you real, honest, and powerful content that speaks to what you're going through. You deserve to hear words that lift you, guide you, and remind you of the queen you truly are. And we're here to make sure you never forget it. Number 1. He misses the way you made him feel, not just who you were. Have you ever noticed how he pulls away, disappears for a while, then somehow finds his way back into your life like nothing ever happened? It's like a cycle. You open your heart, he walks away, then he shows up again, acting like he never left. You start wondering, what is it about me that keeps bringing him back? Let's be honest, it's not because he suddenly became a better man. It's not because he figured everything out. It's because of how he felt when he was with you. He doesn't just miss your face or your laugh. He misses how you made him feel. You made him feel seen. You made him feel powerful. You believed in him when he didn't believe in himself. You loved him through his mess. And now, he's out there with someone else, trying to recreate that same feeling. But it's not the same. It never will be. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And right now, his thoughts are full of memories of you. Not because you begged, not because you chased, but because you were his safe place. He's not looking for a new woman. He's looking for the old feeling. But the truth is, that feeling was never his alone. That feeling came from you, from your heart, your patience, your love. Think of a song he heard for the first time when he was happy. That song didn't change, but when he hears it again, it takes him back to that moment. That's you. You are the emotion behind the melody, and no matter how many new songs he listens to, he keeps pressing replay on you. But Queens, you are not a track on his playlist. You are not a feeling he can come back to whenever he feels empty. Because now, you are learning to live as more than a memory. You are learning to live as a queen. Not a woman who waits to be missed, but a woman who rises to be unforgettable. You were never just who you were. You were what you made him feel, and now that power belongs to you. So write this in the comments and claim it. He misses the feeling, but I am the source. Say it loud, beautiful woman. Let it sink deep. And if this message spoke to your soul, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're working every day to bring you real, life-changing lessons, because Queens, your story is far from over. You're just getting started. Number 2. He comes back because he thought you'd still be there, and that's his biggest mistake. Have you ever noticed how he walks away like it means nothing, like you'll still be right there if he ever decides to come back, like your heart is a room with an open door, just waiting for him to return when he's bored, confused, or lonely? He thinks your love has no limits. He believes you'll always answer, always forgive, always stay. That belief, that's his biggest mistake. A man comes back not because he truly changed, but because he didn't think you would. He returns when he realizes the space he left behind is no longer his, when he feels your silence, when your energy is no longer reaching for him, when your love has shifted from waiting to walking forward. That's when he starts to panic. But not because he's lost something, because he's finally realizing you are not there anymore. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." He thought he could leave and still keep a place in your heart. But what he didn't know is that women like you grow in silence. You are not frozen in the past. You are not waiting at the same door. He left believing your love was a safety net, but he's now realizing it was a gift, and gifts don't stay when they're thrown away. Think of a bridge. It's built with care, effort, love. But when he walked away, he burned that bridge without thinking. And now he wants to cross it again. But all that's left are ashes. He can't go back, not because you're cruel, but because you've evolved. You are no longer the woman who waits. You are becoming the woman who reigns. Beautiful lady, he expected you to be right where he left you. He thought time would freeze you in that moment of heartbreak. But time didn't stop. It shaped you. He may come knocking, but the door is no longer open. Not because you hate him, but because you finally love yourself more than the idea of him. Write this in the comments and claim it. He thought I'd wait. He was wrong. Say it loud, Queens. Let the world know your love isn't a revolving door. We are working hard to bring you real, raw, life-changing truths. You are not forgotten. You are not replaceable. You are rising, and we're rising with you. Number 3. He's realizing. She doesn't hold a candle to you. Have you ever watched a man laugh with her, post her, show her off, only to still keep coming back to you when no one's watching? It's strange, isn't it? He chose her. He walked away from you. He called it love. He said he moved on. But deep down, when everything's quiet and the spotlight fades, he starts to feel it, that missing piece, that heavy silence. And suddenly, he remembers you, not just what you did, but who you were. And in that moment he realizes she doesn't hold a candle to you. He tried to replace a diamond with a reflection. He thought love was about starting fresh, chasing excitement, running from the depth you offered. But the deeper truth, he's now standing next to her, still searching for pieces of you. The way you looked at him, the way your presence made him feel safe, even on his worst days. He thought he could find that again. He was wrong. Not everything that shines is gold. Sometimes it's just glass under a spotlight. That's what he didn't see before. He ran toward what looked bright, not realizing the light he left behind wasn't fake. It was fire, real fire, the kind that warms from within, the kind that can't be copied. And now she may be beside him, but she can't give him what you did. She doesn't have your soul. She doesn't carry your power. Imagine a man walking into a room full of paintings. He stares at a copy, clean, fresh, untouched, but then his eyes wander back to the original. It has marks, it has layers, it tells a story. That's you. He's realizing what he traded. A story for a surface. And now, no matter how close he stands to her, your distance burns him more than her closeness can ever heal. But beautiful woman, this isn't your loss. This is the moment you remember who you are. You were never made to be a backup plan. You are not the shadow behind his choice. You are the one he can't forget, because nothing compares to a woman who gave real love, real loyalty, real depth. And that's who you are becoming now. Not just the one he misses, but the queen he'll never deserve again. Write this in the comments, queens, and claim it. She doesn't hold a candle to me. Let it be known, you're done shrinking to fit his doubts. We are working hard to bring you real, honest, and life-changing lessons, because queens like you deserve nothing less than truth and power. Number 4. He comes back when he feels you've moved on without him. Have you ever noticed how quiet he gets when you finally stop caring? How he suddenly reappears the moment you start smiling without him, laughing without looking at your phone, healing without needing his presence? That's silence from your side. It's louder than anything you ever said. He comes back, not because he's had a change of heart, but because he senses the shift. He feels it. The energy is different now. You're no longer reaching, no longer checking, no longer waiting. And that is what shakes him. A man always knows when the woman he took for granted has emotionally detached. He may not admit it, but he feels that emptiness. He used to be sure of you, sure that you would always answer, sure that you would always be available. He believed you were a fixed light in his life, steady and glowing no matter how far he drifted. But now, that light has turned, and he's the one left in the dark. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." And once your thoughts shifted, once you started seeing yourself as worthy, as whole, as powerful, everything changed. The woman he knew, she no longer exists. In her place stands someone he cannot read, cannot control, cannot reach the same way again. Imagine a flower in full bloom. He walked past it every day, never pausing to truly see it. But now that flower has been replanted in a different garden. Now it blooms where he can't touch it. And suddenly, it's all he can think about. Not because he wants to nurture it, but because he realizes he no longer can. Beautiful woman, he didn't expect you to grow stronger in his absence. He didn't expect your smile to return. He thought you'd be waiting, stuck in the same place, still needing him. But now you're becoming the woman who no longer chases, because a queen doesn't chase. A queen rises. Write this in the comments and claim it. He feels my absence more than he ever felt my presence. Let him feel the space you left behind. Let him hear the silence. Let him regret the day he thought you'd wait forever. Queens, if this message spoke to your soul, if it reminded you of your strength, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are working hard to bring you these life-changing lessons, and you deserve every single one of them. This is your time. Rule it. Number 5. He regrets leaving, but his ego won't let him admit it. Have you ever felt like he left, but still kept holding on to your energy? Like he walked away with confidence, but deep down, something keeps pulling him back, yet he never says why. He doesn't say, "I miss you," or "I made a mistake." But he watches your stories. He shows up again, in small ways, quiet ways, almost like he's hoping you'll still be there, just in case. That silence, that hesitation, that mixed energy, it isn't confusion, it's ego. He regrets leaving, but his pride won't let him say it out loud. He thought you would break. He thought he could walk away, enjoy the thrill of distance, and maybe find something better. But the moment you stopped reaching out, the moment you started glowing without him, that's when the regret began to burn. Still, he won't admit it. Not because the love wasn't real, but because saying "I was wrong" means he has to face everything he ran from: your strength, your love, your worth. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." And what did he do? He walked away from truth. He left something real, something loyal, something rare. And now he wears a mask to hide the damage. He shows up not with apology, but with presence. Quiet likes, safe texts, late-night thoughts, because regret whispers when ego shouts. Imagine a man standing in front of a closed door, holding the key, too proud to unlock it. That's him. He knows what he walked away from. He knows what he lost, but admitting it means surrendering control. And nothing scares his pride more than facing the woman who rose without him. That's what shakes him. Not your anger, but your glow. Not your words, but your silence. Not your pain, but your power. And now, beautiful woman, this is where everything changes. You are no longer standing at that door. You are not waiting for words he may never say. Because now, you live like a queen. You do not chase apologies. You do not beg for closure. You reign with grace, and your presence alone becomes the answer to his regret. Write this in the comments and claim it. His regret is not my responsibility. Say it loud, queens, and let the world know that you are done shrinking for a man who was too afraid to own his choices. We are working hard to bring you life-changing lessons that speak to your heart, because you were never meant to be forgotten. You were meant to reign. Number 6. He thought you were replaceable. Now you're irreplaceable in his mind. He thought you could be replaced. He thought that walking away from you meant walking into something better, easier, newer. He believed love like yours was easy to find again. So he pulled away with confidence, thinking another woman could give him the same warmth, the same loyalty, the same soul-deep connection. But now he's starting to realize he was wrong, dead wrong, because what he thought was common turned out to be once in a lifetime. A man can only fake contentment for so long before the truth catches up to him. He may smile in pictures, he may post like he's thriving, but inside, he's haunted by the echo of your laughter, by the softness of your understanding, by the way you loved him without games, without masks, without limits. That kind of love doesn't come around twice, and he knows it now. He didn't just walk away from a relationship, he walked away from a rare soul. Epictetus once said, "You become what you give your attention to." He gave his attention to temporary things, shiny distractions, surface-level comfort. But now that the excitement has faded, all that's left is silence. And in that silence, he remembers you. Not the version of you who waited, but the version of you who gave him everything. The version he can't seem to find in anyone else. Think of a musician who once held a priceless instrument but traded it for a toy, thinking the sound would be the same. But no matter how much he plays it, it never sings the same way. He keeps listening for your melody. But now, all he hears is noise. You were not ordinary. You were the music he didn't know he needed until the song stopped playing. Lovely woman, this is where everything changes. This is not your heartbreak. This is your breakthrough. You are not the same woman he left. You are rising, stronger and wiser. You are learning to live like the queen you were born to be. A woman who does not chase. A woman who does not beg to be seen. A woman who knows that being irreplaceable is not something you try to be. It's something you already are. Write this in the comments and claim it. He thought I was replaceable. Now I am unforgettable. We are working hard to bring you real, powerful, life-changing lessons because you were never meant to be forgotten. You were meant to reign. Number 7. He comes back because he feels the power shift and it terrifies him. Have you ever noticed how quiet he gets when you stop waiting for his attention? How suddenly he reaches out when you no longer check your phone every hour? That's not a coincidence. That's fear. A fear he can't name, but he feels it deep. He feels the shift. He feels you changing. He feels your power returning, and it terrifies him. At first, he thought you'd always be there. He believed he could walk away, pull back, leave you wondering, and still have the comfort of knowing you'd wait. But now, something's different. You don't reach out first. You're not asking what went wrong. You're not chasing anymore. And that silence, that strength, it rattles him. Because deep down, he knows he doesn't have control anymore. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." And that's exactly what is happening now. The moment you stop begging, hoping, overthinking, your power rises. You take it back from the hands that didn't know how to hold it, and now he feels it slipping through his fingers. Think of a garden. When you water it, it blooms. But if someone leaves it dry, thinking it will still stay beautiful, they're wrong. You stopped watering his ego. You stopped pouring into someone who wasn't filling you. And instead, you turned that love inward. That shift? That's what he feels. He can't explain it, but he knows something changed. He knows you changed. You are no longer the woman who waits at the door. You are becoming the woman who owns the entire kingdom behind it. He keeps coming back because the version of you he once knew, the one who hoped, cried, doubted herself, is gone. And what stands now is someone unshakable, someone he cannot reach with the same weak apology. Beautiful woman, he may not say it out loud, but your growth scares him. Your glow, it burns his ego. And your peace, it's louder than your pain ever was. This is not the end of your story. This is your rise, your shift, your power. Write this in the comments and claim it. He felt the shift, and now he fears the storm. Queens, let the world know you're done waiting, done chasing. Your time is now. If this message stirred something in you, if you felt your strength waking up, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are working hard to bring you truth, power, and the lessons you need to rise into the woman you were always meant to be.